Welcome to our second class on virtual assistant course. Today I'm going to be handling the topic how to use Google Workspace tools as a virtual assistant. I'm going to be showing you how to do it from phone, and I'm also going to be putting a link in the video description how to do it with a laptop. Of course, I told you in the first day that this course you can do it with your phone, you can do it with your laptop. Anybody can do it, whether you're a student, you do 9 to 5 job, you're an entrepreneur, you're looking for online jobs, or you are even doing anything, you can do these jobs. So I'm going to be teaching you how to use a phone and a laptop. Now, in the first day, we talked about the introduction and I introduced the course to you. If you have not gone through that video, please kindly check the video description. I will put in the video link there. Go through it before you join us here to understand properly. Now, what are Google Workspace tools? Now let's go to my phone and let's do it. But before we go do it, let me explain what are Google Workspace tools. Well, Google Workspace tools are tools that you use as a virtual assistant to help your clients accomplish specific tasks. There are lots of them, and I'm going to be showing you shortly from here. Now you can find these tools on Chrome, and you can also find these tools on Play Store. But first, let me go to Play Store, show you how to find them before I will now go to Chrome, because usually I access them through Chrome. Everybody, especially those who are using laptop and even phone, you access them through your phone, your Chrome. But I'm going to be showing you how to actually get them on the Play Store or iOS Store, depending on the phone you are using. So now let's go. So to start, I have to come to Chrome browser. If you don't have Chrome browser, right, so to start, we have to come to our Chrome browser, this one here, and then I want to click it. Now, if you don't have Chrome browser, you can download it, right? You can only access it on Chrome browser, all right? So you can come to Chrome browser like this, and then I want you to set your phone on desktop mode. That is, set your phone in such a way that you can operate this phone as if it's a laptop. All right, and I'm going to show you how to do that shortly. Now, you see this three dotted line that is up here. I want you to click it. And then if you come here, some people, when you click it, you will see desktop mode or desktop size. You click it and it will turn your Chrome into a desktop. All right. But here we can't find it. And with other people, most times you won't find it. So how do you put it? Go to settings. Another settings, scroll down and you put size settings. You click on size settings and then you scroll up or scroll down, and then you see desktop site, and then you can see that it's currently turned off. So I can now click on it and then turn it on. Now when I turn it on, and then I'll just go back, and then I can now start using it. Now let me just put Google, right? Google.com. Of course, Google.com is very popular. You can see that my phone is now tiny, showing that it's operating as if it's a laptop. So this is how you are going to do it before you can access these tools. All right. Now let me come here. So from here, I can now put let me just put google.com so that I can be able to actually do what I want to do. So I just put in google.com sign in, and it brings me here. You are seeing this icon here. Let me zoom in so that you see this icon. You are seeing this ruby icon here. Now this is the icon I want you to click, and then when I click on it, you can see that it's showing a lot of apps. It's showing my account, it's showing Google Drive, Google email, YouTube, Gemini. All these apps are apps that are owned by Google or they are affiliated by Google. So these are some of the tools you need as a virtual assistant in order to accomplish your task, because some of the clients you'll be working for may be asking you to accomplish specific tasks, and you will be needing some of these tools. So let me show you the tools that we'll be using, and I will show you practically how to use each of them. That's why you need to stick around this video till the end. Please kindly help me subscribe to this video, like this channel, or subscribe to this channel. That's the only thing you are doing for us, for giving you this course completely for free. Now let's come. Now let's click here again. I can see that this is the apps. Now all these apps, the apps that I will be teaching you today how to use, because you need them as a virtual assistant, are number one, email, Gmail. Number two, we will talk Google Calendar, very important. We'll also talk about Google Meet. We'll also talk about Google Docs. We'll also talk about Google Sheets. We'll also talk about Google Slides. And then you can see we also talk about Google Form. All right. And then let's see. Okay, those are the apps I'll be teaching you how to do today. So I'm going to try to be a bit fast so that I should be able to compress time so that you don't waste a lot of data. All right, but please kindly help me subscribe to the channel. All right, now this is how to access all these apps. All right, this is how to access all these apps. This is how to access them. Even if you are working for a client, this is how to access them and work for him. But in case you are having challenge doing it from the Google Chrome, or maybe probably you have issue with Google Chrome or all of that, I want you to go to Play Store. Now, let me go to Play Store. You see Play Store here, or if you're using an iPhone, it's called iOS Store. All right, you can go there and then let me click on search, and then I'll just type Google Workspace, Google Workspace, and I click it. You see all the apps that are under Google Workspace, they will come up. Google Chat is one of it. Google Docs, Google Sheets. I just showed you that from the Chrome. We have Google Drive, we have Google Slides, we have Google Calendar, all of them. All these things, you will now download them one by one as apps. All right, so you cannot be accessing them as apps, applications. All right, so this is stressful, but I like accessing them in one this thing. All right, so now let's go back to in Google Chrome and let's start using one of them. So now let me go. I will now come to Google Chrome again, and of course, it's here. So now let me start with email. All right, let me start with email, teaching you how to use email to actually work for your client. So let me click on it. Now, as a virtual assistant, remember you are working remotely, so you can be hired to actually manage your clients' Google email. All right, so maybe as sense attending to his clients or through their email. If somebody send him email, you should be able to respond to him. Now, if you are working like that, he will give you access to his email. It's not your email. So when he gives you access to his email, you will now use it and then install it on your phone. And you can now, when you click on the email here, it's now going to take you to your boss email and not your email. Now, you need to ensure that you log in with his account. All right. All those processes will be simple when you are getting a job. Of course, I'm here to mentor you. So when you have issues, when you get there, and you have issues, just let me know. I'm here. All right. So this is how, of course, you can see that everything here is now looking very good, showing you that this is the phone is now operating as laptop. Now you can see that these are all the messages I've been responding that I've been sending. This email is Express Tech Academy email. So you have been receiving all this email. Now let me explain. Let me now say the things that you need to do. Number one, you need to learn how to send emails to clients. So to send emails, you see where we save compose, right? You click on compose and then sorry. So you click on compose and then you can see that under compose, they're saying you who do you want to send this email to. You can send this email to the person, put the person's email. Let me say I want to send it to the other of my email, FMD Dennis. Then the subject is what is the title of that image. Let's say a response to the request made on so thing. You put the response, and then under here is when you type the message, blah blah blah, all of that. All right. So now I know that some of you already know how to send emails, but for those who are beginners, please allow me to do this. All right. So now under here, you can see that as you are sending the email, you can actually click here if you want to send a document. So you can now import a document. Let's say you want to attach a document to it. This icon that we are seeing here, this icon that we're seeing here, you can see that it's showing me either I want to snap or I want to bring it directly from file. If it's from file, I'll just click here, go to my folder wherever I save it, export it here. So the first one that is looking icon here like this is it. Now the second one here is, let's say we want to link this particular thing here. All right, so you can just click on this link and it link is you now put the link inside. So if this GHGL, let's say it was a website, you want to link it to a website still in the email, you can put the link of that website here, and this thing has been linked to an email, and it will be highlighted in blue such that when you send the person an email, you can actually click on that blue system and then to take the person directly to the email. You have probably received such emails before, so this should not be new to you. All right, so this is how to do it. All right, so you can see if you have a file on Google Drive that you have to maybe you want to send directly from Google Drive and not on your phone. There's a Google Drive app here, this one here, and then if you want to send a picture, you can send a picture. Let me bring in a picture, and then you can see. So you want to upload the picture, I will kind of click on upload, click on browse, and then I can now come here and then you can see some of these things that my students are showing me. So let's say I want to bring this email, this picture, I bring it. The file is not a good file. So this is how to do it. I may not do it again because I don't want to waste time, but you can import the right image. Those images are just screenshots, random screenshots that my students are sending me. All right, so that is it for that. And now let me see and then cancel it here. So that's how to send a message. And when you are done, you read the message again, please. When you are sending an email on behalf of your boss, you need to read it over time. So when you are done, you can now click on send. Now, let's say you don't want to send, you want to schedule. There's what we call schedule. Schedule is like you want to send a message and keep it in a way that it will go live. It will be sent to the person by 6 a.m. in the morning. So you don't want to send it now, but by 6 a.m. you will not be available. Click on this three dotted line here. So if you are done with all the message, click on this three dotted line here. You see schedule. You can click on schedule. So you can now choose the time, the dates. You can see it. You can choose the time, the date, and whatever you want to in order to send it. So if I send it 6 a.m. tomorrow, it will be sent. But tomorrow, whether I'm on this email or not, the email will be sent to the person with that time. So you can either schedule your email or send them directly. We are done with send. All right. If you like what I'm teaching you, please kindly help me subscribe to the channel. Tell me in the comment section or in the writer, Dennis, you're an active boss. Thank you so much. Now, the next thing to do is you see all these messages, they are showing very random and they do not look nice at all. Let's say there's a crucial information or crucial email I want to look for. If you want to look for your boss, or your boss just ask you. If you come here and see all these things here, it gives you time to begin to look for them. All right. So what you need to do is that you need to do what we call labeling. You need to label the emails. So let's say your boss has clients from UK, he has clients from Canada, he has clients from US, and you, let's say you are in India, for example. So what you need to do is that you need to create a label for India, sorry, for Canada, a separate label for UK, a separate label for US, so that when an email comes from US, you put it in that label. When an email comes from UK, you put it in that label. So that when your boss come and ask you, I need to send email for so person in Canada, you quickly go to the Canada label and do it. How do you do that? This is one of the best way to do it. Let me zoom in. You can see we have labels here. Now, if you don't put your phone on desktop site, you can't find this. All right, so you can see that we have label here. You have plus sign here. Click on the plus sign, and then when you click on the plus sign, what is the label name? Is UK. All right, UK emails or UK clients. Let me just put UK clients. UK clients. Now, then this label will be standing alone. So we just click on new label. Just click on OK. You can see that we already have these new clients. We want to click another one, and then let's put US clients, and then we can now click on OK. So you can just click them like that. All right. So I don't want to make this video long. So let me just stop at these two, and then I'll now show you what to do. So if I click on the UK client, you can see that the inbox is completely empty. All right. It's completely empty. So now how do you add message to it? Let me return to the inbox, and then you can see that we have these messages here. So how to do it is that, let's say this LinkedIn and paid viewpoint is let's say they are email from UK. So what I need to do is I need to click on these boxes you are here. Sorry, not that one. This box that is here. I want to select it. All right, select it, and then select the one that you think. Be careful when you're doing it. All right, so select it. Let me say select it. Let's say these first three are email from UK or people from UK. So all I have to do is that I can come to this three dotted line here. These ones you are seeing here. All right, and then you say label as. After I've selected them, label as. And then UK clients, I've created two clients, two labels. So you can see that they are here. So they are UK clients. So I can now put them here. And they are now labeling that they are UK clients. So if I come directly to UK clients, I can see that the emails are here. So if your boss come and ask you, I need email from somebody in UK, you quickly come here instead of you start searching for all those things. So when somebody send an email and you know that that email is from UK, quickly put the email in the right for a label. All right. The same thing with this. All right. So let me do it one more for this. So let's say we have this email. So this email, and then these two here, let me just put them on US. So just click on this three dotted line here, and then put on label as, and then we'll now put them on US clients, and then that's it. So they are now labeled. So if I come to US, we now have two emails. You can see that it's very simple, right? But please take your time. Do not rush and say, coach, I'm not seeing what you're doing. Or coach, it's not clear. Or coach, this thing is difficult. It's not difficult because this is what you've been needing. All right. So that is that. So that is number two. Number one is how to send email. Number two is actually how to label emails. So now we are done. Number three is now let's go back to this thing and I will show you how to start emails. How to start email. Now, start an email is to make an email an important email. Let's say there is an email from a particular client that pays high to your boss, and your boss does not play with that person. All you have to do is make the person an important person. So how to do that? You can see that if I screw, you can see that each email has a star here. So if I just click on it, click on it, they are already start. So if I come here, under here, all the emails are already start. They're important. So if you see an email that is important to you, you go there directly and get it. Now, the third thing I want to also explain is that now if you have a lot of emails, if you have a lot of emails, sorry, let me come to inbox. So if you have a lot of emails and then you think that you want to look for an email and you know the name of that email or you know the name of so, you can just type something related to it by coming to this search bar here. Sorry, come to this search bar here and type that name. So if I just type, let's say paid view, so you can see that all, or let me say PayPal. So you can see that all the emails under PayPal will come up. You choose it instead of you to start struggling and looking for it. You can search for it. Right. Most of you have been using emails, but you don't know that you can do all these things. Now that is that for that. And then of course under here, we have draft. Draft is if you try to send an email to somebody and the email did not go through, it will automatically go to your draft. And then let me click on more, and then you can see spam. So if somebody send you an email, actually Google said there are over 70 something percent. I don't actually know the actual accurate number, but 70 something percent of emails are sent daily that actually go to spam. So if somebody send you an email and you say, I sent an email, you check on your inbox, you did not see it, please go to spam and check for it. Right. Then you can schedule all the emails you schedule. I taught you that you can find them here. And then trash is if you delete an email, you can actually see it here. So that is that for that. And so let's see, to delete an email, you can just highlight it like this, and then you can now come to delete this point here, delete it, and it automatically delete. And if I come to that trash, you can see that we now have this email linked in. I just deleted it now, just now. All right, so you can just see them. If you delete them, they will go to trash and stay there for 30 days before they will completely delete it. So if you maybe after 10 days feel that that email I was not supposed to delete it, go and check it on trash. It's there. So that's how to do it. Remember, you're going to be checking all these things from your boss. Now, let me talk about the last thing, which is one of the most important things for email. So we go to the next app, all right? The last thing is go to settings. You can see these settings here, this icon, gear icon, go there. And we want to talk about signature. All right, we want to talk about signature. Now, what are signature? Now, sometimes, okay, let me try to open an email so that I will tell you what is signature so that I can be able to explain it. Let me cancel it. Let me click on branded and then click down. Okay, so this is branded. I usually do surveys, all right, but the class is on, but it's not for you. But if you want to learn branded, learn how to do surveys, you can send me a DM. When the cohort is on, I will tell you how much to pay. It's not free. I'll tell you how much to pay. It's a live class, all right? So for now, let's do it. Now you can see that and you can see that I receive all these email every day. And at the end of each email, you see manage your email privacy policy. Sometimes they will put they put their address, their office. Some emails will show you they'll put their website, the name of the CEO, and all of that, their names and all of that. That's what we call signature. So if you are sending email to someone, you need to put signature so that the person will know that this email is coming from your boss. So you need to put your boss name, your boss company name, the address of that company and everything. You need to do everything like this. Of course, you can see this thing is highlighted here. So if I click on privacy policy, it will take me directly to the website. I showed you how to link it. That's how they did it like this. All right. So this thing here is what we call signature. And you just do it once in the whole of your email. So any email at all you will do will be automatically carrying it until you change it. So how do you do it? You come to settings. You come to settings, and then you scroll down. You open see all settings. Okay, see all settings, and then let's do still under general. Scroll down. You see new signature, no signature. I have no signature yet for this, right? So no signature, signature here. Can I click on create signature, and then I can now create my company. For example, I just name it my company, and then click on create. When I click on create, it gives me a space to write all my information. So here inside here, I can now write all my information. Let me scroll the up so you can see. So I can now write my name and the name as Express Take, and then I can also write my website name, and then I can also link it here, do everything here, put my the address of the Express Tape and everything. And then once I am done with everything here, I will now scroll down like this. I scroll down, sorry, I need to delete this. So I need to delete this message. I was not supposed to send any message to anybody. So once I'm done, you can now scroll down and see save changes. Save changes. Now click on save changes. If you don't save changes, it will not be saved. So you have to save the changes. Now, once you put that signature and everything is there, everything, in fact, you can even add a picture, your picture to it, so that when you send an email, the email of the picture of your boss, the website, everything will appear. Of course, there's this place there to put a picture. Are you seeing? There's a place there to see an image. You can put a picture, make it, design everything okay for you. All right. So you just do it only once, and then anytime you don't like it or you want to change it or you move a location, you can come here and delete it. You can see the delete icon here, and then once you are done with the deleting, you can now put in another one, or if you don't want it, you can now leave it. So this is how to manage emails. I know that there are more, but this one is basic and is something that this is basically what they would demand from you. Every other thing is maybe something like maybe when you want to send to multiple people, that one you have to use a software like MailChimp and other ones. I will create a separate video. That one is not part of this course, but I will create it for my channel and I will send it to you guys to do it. That is if you want to send message to multiple people. That is if you are doing email marketing, sending one message to like 10,000 people. You have to use that software. All right. So I'll create a video for you and I'll send it when it's time. Don't ask me for it, but I'll send it. Don't worry. That's why you need to subscribe to the channel so that when I post things, you keep seeing them. All right. So that is that we are done with the email, and then we need to open another app. So that I will show you. Now to open another app, I will now come back to the Ruby icon again. Sorry, to the Ruby icon, and I want to click on Google Drive. Now Google Drive is is an online platform that saves documents. All right. Now, if you have a Google account, like if you have an email, you automatically have a Google account. So it means that if you have an email, you automatically have Google Drive. So of course, you can see that once you have an email, you automatically have all these Google Workspace tools. So you can click on if you have any important document of your boss that he needs very well, that he needs it like important, you want to save it for you, save it for him. You can save it here. Now there are some tools like Dropbox. There are also some tools like Microsoft stuff like that that you can use. But over time, virtual assistants or clients demand you to use Google Drive. Now, if you have an email, you have up to 15 gig. You can save up to 15 gig is of document to your Google Drive. When it's up to 15 gig, they won't accept again. Now, let me tell you the reason why sometimes your phone needs to give you issue. The reason is because sometimes they will say backup, and then you click on backup, and then the phone will automatically back up your document, your picture, the video you do, and it will back them to your Gmail. And then before to your Google Drive, and that Google Drive is your Gmail. So before you realize they send you an email, you don't have email, your email is full. Your email is full. The reason is because you have been backing up your videos and everything to your Google Drive, and your Google Drive is your email. So you can see that. And but the good thing about it is that when you back up like that, if you lost your phone but you can get access to that Gmail, you can actually retrieve all the pictures and everything back. But you have to subscribe to get a lot of gigs before you can save things. The only things I save to my email is phone numbers, and it's phone numbers and how do you call, yes, contacts. If I lost any of my gadget today, I can retrieve everything back with a single click of my email. That's all. I save all my students in the information there, so you should do so. So if your boss asks you to save his information or he said this information is important, save it in his Google Drive. How do you do that? You come to Google Drive like this. You can see that this here. You can see that I have all the information here. These ones are just short information. Now, if you want to save, you can come to this place. You can see upload, and then you can click upload file, and then you can choose any files from your you can choose it either from your photos, or you can even choose it as document, or as email, or as anything. All these things you are seeing, there are my students that send them to me. So all these things, like for this Ensure metrics timetable, so I'll just click on it, and then you can see that this is here. It will save to my drive, so everything is okay for me. I click on upload, and then it will going to be automatically uploaded. So if I come back and then I refreshed, you can see that it will appear here. It is already saved. No matter what happened, this document will be saved. So that's how to save it. You can come here again. You can see all this. All these are things. You can see that we have only 15 gig used, and because it's free. If you want more, you have to pay. I think 1,200 naira for 100 gig per month. So I don't know, but I don't used to buy their things. So that is it. Now here too, if you want an information that, now let's say you save this in Sohema matrix as a document, and your boss need access to that Sohema matrix. That's the next thing I want to talk about. You can come here, you can see this three dotted line, and each as at each of the document, click on it. Now, so when you click on it, it will show you that manage access. Now that document, even if you copy the link, like we see copy link here and send to your boss cannot view that thing until you give him access, except you are doing it under his email. That's when you can be able to handle it. So you need to give the person access. To give him access, we see manage access. Come to manage access, and then under manage access, you can see restricted. Only people added can be open. So if I click on it, and then I can now click on it again, and I can now put it on anyone with the link. Today, I can now put it on anyone with the link. And then once you send the link to me, anybody can view it. But if it's not like that, even still on anyone with a link, you can still open it and put it on editor. That means that your boss can edit that document directly in your Google Drive. But if you only put on viewer, it means that you can only view it. You can't do anything to it. So this is how to preserve files on Google Drive. All right. So let me return back, come here again, and then you can see that we have share. Now, sometimes if you don't want to copy link, you can put their email. You can go put my email, FMD Dennis, and then if I just click on send, it automatically send an email to me that the file has been shared to you from Express Tech Academy at gmail.com. It will be sent to me, and I will access it from there. You don't need to give access to that one. The email automatically gives access. All right, so that's that for that. And then let me come back again, and then you can download this file back to your phone. You can rename it. You can show the file location and all of this. So you can make a copy. Make a copy means you can duplicate it, to duplicate it there in the drive. You can do it like that, and then you can star it. Starring means you can make it important. I just say that from the first class, right? So that's how to do that. I know that I'm taking time to explain and the video is becoming long, but please, this is what you need. I don't need to be very fast so that you lost some things. If you get a job, you will need all these things, and I don't need to beat around the bush. So if I start this, you can see that that message is now an important message for me. And if you look down here, I'll come on start, and you can see that we now have one message here that is start, and it's very important. So if I need any important message, I can just come to start and get it. If I need message that I've shared to people, I can just come to share, and then I can see message I've shared to people. Then I can also come here, and you can see that these are my folders. So under these folders like this, you cannot do anything with it. Now there is a plus sign here that is here. Instead of you to come here and then do upload, you can also click on this plus sign, and then you can see that you can access all these things. Upload here. If you want to upload the folder directly, you can see all of them here. This is how it is. It's pretty simple. So I don't want to waste time with this. I've covered Google Drive. So it's very simple. It's only used for storage of information for a long time. Right, so we are done. We can now come back, and then let's take the next second thing, the third thing, which is Google Calendar. Now, Google Calendar is a platform where you use to manage your client's time. All right. You can be hired to manage your client's time. All right. So you need to know how to use Google Calendar. He has a meeting in UK by 10 p.m. You set it up here. He has a meeting in Nigeria by 9 p.m. on Saturday. You set it up here. You have a task so that you set it up. So you can come here and set up all these things. Now, when you set up all these things, when you do all these things, and information will be sent to him. Of course, this Google Calendar works well with email. So it will be sent to him for everything to know. Now let me show you how to do it. All right. I don't know if I'm becoming vague, but just pay attention, right? Now, let's say on Monday 29, we have a meeting. Let's say January Monday 29, he has a meeting in UK. So what you have to do is come to Monday, click on Monday, double click it, and you can see that on Monday, what time does he have? Let me show you that thing. Sorry, let me click it again. Okay. So now, so let me click it again so that you will not get confused. Let me click on Monday again, and then you can see here what is the title of that meeting you want to arrange. Is UK meeting. No, let me just put US meeting because we already have UK there. All right, so this is it, and then from here we can now see that you can see is the meeting all day or you select the time. So if the meeting is up just 1 hour, you can actually click on dock this from all day and then put the meeting here, and then you can choose the time, which is Google number 29, and then this one again from here. All right, so now let's see this is the time as well. You can also change the time. Can also change it. You can change the time here and put it like, let's say 10 p.m. am, and then click on OK, and then the time that you're supposed to see is 11 o'clock. Now I used to advise something. If the meeting is 1 hour, people don't obey time. You can change this 11 o'clock to 11:30. Give 30 minutes added so that even if they waste time, the system will not lock them out, because you're automatically arranging a meeting for them on Google Meet, which we are going to be talking soon. And if they are using that link that you created from this Google Calendar, it means that that meeting is going to last for only 1 hour, and the Google Meet will lock them out immediately. So add 30 minutes extra so that even if they waste time, they will still get the meeting, the link will still be active for them to attend that meeting. So you can see and that everything is here. So you can add the location. Of course, you can see here, click on it, add the location, and then you can add everything. You can add the color. Let me choose the color to, let me put tomato. And then you can add the description, which is very important. What is that meeting all about? Because this thing you are scheduling will actually be sent to both the person is having that meeting with, and it's also be sending to him as well. So you have to put the reason why that meeting. So if the person receive an email, oh, I have a meeting with this person, you will check the video description. Sorry, you will check the description and see what the meeting is all about, so they can be able to go through it. Right. So that is it. And then if there's any information you are adding from Google Drive, like maybe Google meeting agenda, all those things, you can add them through this thing you're seeing down here. You can add a notification to this one is very important. Add a notification 30 minutes. You can click on it, add a notification for them to be able to notify them 30 minutes to the time. All right. And then one thing that is very important that I left, and I want to say it here, is that you can add a Google Meet meeting from here. Now, Google Meet is a platform. We are going to get there soon now. In fact, from here, we're going there. So instead of you going to how they call it, instead of you going to the workspace tools to choose Google Meet to schedule a meeting, you can actually add the Google Meet directly from here. So if you add it directly from here, it means that the meeting, everything is here. And that meeting will only obey 1 hour, 30 minutes, or 1 hour, depending on how you put it. And that link will be sent to them, and everything will be okay. So that's how, just click on it like this, and you can see that Google Meet is being activated already. And then when it's being that the details, video conferencing details added, it has been added already. And then you can see that you can now share with people. So if you click on here and put your boss email or the client that he wants to put that meeting to, you can now send him directly to him. Now, this is what I want you to do as your practicals. Everything I've been doing, you will do the practice just the way I've just doing it. When you are done at the end, you screenshot and send to the group. All right. If you are not in the group, send me a message. I will send it to you. Now, you can see that this is US meeting, right? And then once you are done, you click on save. If I click on save, this is the tomato color that I choose. It automatically choose color. And if the meeting is under 10 a.m. and 11 a.m., you can still schedule another meeting around 5, and click it here and then follow the same process. Now, if you check here, you see that we have events, we have task, we have birthday. Now, task is also like just like I talked about in Sohowa metrics you use to track your time. So you can also use task. Let's say you wake up in the morning, you want to do 5 things and you don't want to forget them. You can use task here and then create task and then create everything that add the details, everything that you want to do that day. so that to remind you. So if you, the reason why you need to use tasks, you can use tasks on Google Calendar to help you manage your own time. You say maybe I want to do graphics from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock. You come here and put the time. I want to do this from this. So when is that from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock? Then is that 10 o'clock? This Google Calendar will send you an email telling you that, oh, you are supposed to do something. That's how it is, all right? So now I don't want to spend much time here because I've talked about it. So this is how to use Google Calendar majorly, all right? There's nothing much here to talk about, but you can just explore it yourself so that the video is becoming long and we have not touched other tools. So let me click on save and you can see that no title because I didn't do anything with it. Now we are done with Google Calendar, and then the next thing is Google Meet. Now, Google Meet, let me choose any of the conferencing, and then you can see. I used it for a class earlier today. So let me return back. Let me just use Express Tech and put this. Now, this is Google Meet. If you put this like this, you can see that this is new. All right. If you're on laptop, of course, if you want to watch that video on how to use laptop to do what I'm teaching here, please check the video description. It's good. In fact, I even advise that whether you have a phone or laptop, watch the two videos. All right. Now, if you want to schedule a meeting, Google Meet is like Zoom and other online platform that you can use to have meetings with people. I use Google Meet a lot to have all my classes at Express Tech. In fact, before I make this video, I already have a class with some of my students, right, that I'm having live with them. So it's just a private class with a few people that paid heavy amount. You are receiving it free because I'm giving it as a scholarship to you. So now you can see that when you want to schedule a meeting, let's say your boss want to have a meeting with all his a particular client, or you want to have with his staff, all you have to do is kindly come here and then click on this new here, click on this new here, and then you can see, do you want to schedule that call, or do you want to do a group call, or do you want to start a meeting immediately? If you want to start a meeting immediately, you click on the group link and then you can say got it, and then already this meeting has been created. So if you copy this link and send it to your boss, then the boss can join this meeting with you and as well. Or you can share the details by clicking here and then share all this, click on here and send these details to them. So if they can't join with the link, there's other things they can do. That's why you have to share details. All right, now you yourself, you can join directly before other people can join. Or if you're creating it for them, they can also do that. All right, now this is how to just join the meeting direct. I'll just click a link, create a link, and they start. Now you can also schedule the meeting by clicking on schedule. And if you click on schedule, you see that immediately I click on schedule, it takes me directly to my Google Drive, right? Now, the immediately I click schedule, it took me directly to my Google Calendar. That's to show you that these are Google apps, they work hand in hand. So if you want to schedule it, you can go directly to Google Calendar or you can do it from here. They are all the same. If you want to start it direct, you can just come here. Google Meet is very simple, and I do not want to spend a lot of time here. So just try to practice it. If you don't practice and hear me only talk, you will not learn. Just practice, all right? Just see how it works and all of that. So we are done. And then the next app we have to do is Google Sheet. Now, under this Google Sheet, I will not say a lot here because we have a separate topic under data entry. But Google Sheet is like Excel. Excel is owned by Microsoft, while Google Sheet is owned by Google. So Excel is the same thing with Google Sheet. So if we are talking about Google Sheet, we are talking about Excel. So let's say there are some data your boss, or let's say you want to do a presentation. I want to know the dollar rates of 2026 to 2027 to Naira. So you want it to do comparison. Those are data, all right? So you want to collate them together. We are going to teach you that one in a very separate way. How to do is that you can just come here. Of course, this is my Google Drive. I have two of these documents here. So I can just click here and then click on new spreadsheet or choose template. New spreadsheet, please, no template. Click on new spreadsheet, and this is my Excel. All I have to do is I'll now type, let's say, I'll just click on this like this. Sorry, I'll just click here and type the topic. So I'll just type the topic. The topic is dollar comparison. Dollar comparison. So after dollar comparison, I will just click on OK. So this is my topic. And if you notice, you see that the dollar comparison I just typed extended to this cell. All these things here, they are called cells. They are called. So those of you who don't know who knows a cell knows they are called cell. So you can see that this dollar comparison crosses to this. To make it fit in one, you can just hold this line here, here, exactly here, and extend it like this. It has fit. Are you seeing? Just click here, here, this line at the top here, and then hold it and drag it to fit in. So this dollar comparison, you can actually mesh these cells by clicking like this, and then you can actually come here by here, click on here, and then you can now set the color to cross it like this. Set the color to cross it like this. So we choose blue for this, and then you can also click here to mesh the cells. This one I just click to mesh the cell because this thing here is a title, so we want to mesh the cells together. So what we want to do is that we want to also put this text in the center, so we can click here and then put it in the center, and then this is it. That's our topic. Now here we can now put here and put naira, or let's start with dollar, and then you can now put naira. So if you are watching it from phone or from laptop, I explain it in a more simpler terms. So you just have to watch that video as well. It will help you. Now this is naira and dollar. So when dollar was 1,000, sorry, or when dollar was one, sorry, let me delete everything. When dollar was one, dollar was 1,000. So when dollar was two, come to the next cell. When dollar is $2, this thing was actually 2,000. So this is how to input data in Excel. So it's actually used basically for Excel. So I've just taught you how to mesh a cell, how to align this. Of course, let me teach you how to do it. Click on it again. You can see that okay, it's okay. You can see that you can change the color from here and all that. So even if you want to change the color of that naira to red, you can change it. You just have to learn how to do all of these things. All right. So you can do everything down, and when you are done, you can now do away everything. So I don't want to hammer much here. The reason is because we have data entry course, a topic that when we get there we explain further. But let me explain something very important. So we are done. Can click here, and then what we need to do also again is that you can click on this three dotted line. You can now see that you can duplicate it, that is make a copy. You can also use the share and export, and you can see all these things. But what I want you to do that is more important is that you can see this thing that shows a human, like a human being with plus icon. Click on it, and then when you click on it, you can put somebody's email, and this Google Excel sheet will be sent directly to the person. This is how working online is. You share files online a lot. All right, so that is it. But before that, you have to name this file. It's showing that on title. On title, it means that it's not named. So click on it, and then you can now name it dollar sheet. So it's just the dollar comparison, anything. Click on it. It has been named, and as you are doing it, it's saving. The reason is because these things need data. You are using their online stuffs, their online software. So you can't even use them without being online. So they are online stores. So as you're doing them, they're automatically saving by themselves. All right, so that is it. If you ever want to change this, you can click on this. You can see you can change the file form, the font size, the font type, everything here. You can change it. See them. You can change all of them here. It's as pretty simple as ABCD. Now let me go back and see even this text. If you want to change it to, let's say, blue, you can change that. I've changed that number one to blue. So I can also click it and click on text. This here is the text color, and then here is the background color. Why here is the text color. All right, so if you click here, it means that you want to text the background color. But if you click here, sorry, the text color. But if you click here, it means that you want to change the background color. So that's how to do most of all these things. So you can do away with most of these things, but we don't want to actually we don't want, if you even want to add a link or add a chat, like I'm telling you, if you watch the video on how to do it with laptop, you see how to add a chat. But even with phone, you can add a chat. So but before you add a chat, you will highlight everything. All right, let's say you will highlight everything like this, and then let's say we come here and then we click on chat, and then this is very important because they need you. If it's data, you always need pie chart, bar chart, all of that. But you just have to use the data alone. Highlight it first, because if you don't highlight it, you will not be able to use it. Use the pie chart. So I highlighted it and I click on chart. Let me do it again if you did not see it. So what I have to do is I want to put all this in a pie chart. So I'll just highlight it by holding highlighting. come here, then click on chat, and then you can see that this is the type. What type chart did I want? I wanted this kind of pie chart, and then here we go. Click on done, and then here we go. We have the chart here already. So all you have to do is just you can decrease this chart here like this. You can actually hold it and take it anywhere and then make it. So this chart here is just representing the figure we have here. So this is how to actually use a pie chart. So you can even bring in a photo, all right? You can even bring in an image, insert a row. All these things are things that you can do with Excel, all right? You can do them with your phone. You can see that I'm doing them effortlessly with phone. Those who I used to teach this, when I started teaching, before I used to only teach with laptop, and people would say, we can't do it with phone. But I understand that there are a lot of people who are watching this video with their phone and they want to learn this skill with their phone. They don't have laptop. So I'm showing you that I started working for a client in Canada as a virtual assistant. I was using my phone until I got a laptop. So you can see. So that is that. And then you can come here, you can see that this is a data sheet. If I click on this three dotted line with it, you can see that these are all the things I can do. Can download the file, I can manage access. That is you, of course, I taught you from the beginning. So you can rename the file and everything like that. If I click on this three dotted line here, that's how it is. And these files are saved, most times are saved directly to your drive that you can actually see anytime you want. All right. So now let me quickly, we are fast ahead of the video is becoming long, so let me rush to conclude. So this is Google Slide. So we come to Google Slide, and then Google Slide is um Google Slide is like PowerPoint. So PowerPoint belongs to Microsoft, and then Google Slide belongs to Google. So it does the same thing with Google PowerPoint. So if you can't access PowerPoint or you can't wait to install it, like you can install PowerPoint in your phone, but you can actually get Google Slide. So I've been using Google Slide a lot. So this is we didn't go to the right place. So go click on it, and then it's supposed to take us to a real Google Slide home where this is still taking us to so let me choose another email. It's still taking us to okay. This is Google. No, it's still taking us to Drive. I do not know why. Okay, maybe it's actually installed in Drive and they want me to access it through Drive. So to access it, I can click on here and see where I can see go. This Google Slides. Of course, you can see that this Google Slides. But your own, if you click it, oh, I need to download it first. All right, I need to download it. But there is actually a way to use it here because I've actually used it in my previous phones and worked for a client before. So I don't know why it's not showing, but Google Slide is just like PowerPoint. If you go there, watch the video on how to use it with laptop, you see how it is. It's just PowerPoint. And this one have slides. They have a template that you can use just to be editing, prepare a PowerPoint presentation for your boss if he needs it. It's pretty simple. You just watch that video on the phone and you can be able to use it. Of course, you know how to click the app from here. All right. So let's go down again and then Google Docs, which is one of the most important tool I have to explain. Now, this is Google Docs. This is Google Docs for me. Now, Google Docs is actually the one. In fact, I don't have Microsoft installed in my phone, in my laptop. The reason is because I prefer Google Docs. Google Docs. Why? Because I'm always with my laptop. I like using it. In fact, because it's online. All right. So Google Docs is like Microsoft Word, but Microsoft Word is owned by Microsoft, while Google Docs is owned by Google. All right. So it's pretty simple to use. So when you come here, these are all the files I have under this particular listing. So any file at all I want to create is here. So you click here, you can see that create a new document. You can click here and then you can type anything you want. And then of course you can arrange them. You can change the font type, heading, all these things. Yeah, I'm just rushing so that the video will not be too long, but it's not that you will not understand, but you will understand, all right? So you can see when you are watching that video, I encourage everybody to watch that video as well. To watch that video as well. So you can see that this is it. So you can also insert a picture here. Like when you are typing a Google the documents now, you want to insert a picture, a screenshot or something, you can insert. Like I gave an assignment in the first class. So this is what I expected you to do. You come here, you can when you type your answers, if you want to insert a screenshot, you can insert it here. Now let me say something here that all your assignments that you'll be doing them as screenshots. Then you will now create a Google document like this and then you will now upload all the screenshots here, and then send only the link of this Google Docs to the group. Please, each time you finish the assignment, you upload it here. So because we have a lot of people giving a lot of screenshots, and people don't have that time, to get all these to download all these screenshots. So send only link, and the link should comprise of all the screenshots of the assignment. So what I expect you to do as assignment in what we will be saying is that kindly go through all the video, and then practice all what I've done. When you are done at the end, you screenshot it. So you email should have one screenshot when you are done. Then Google Docs should have one screenshot when you are done, and then all of that to let me know that you did the assignment, all right? And then I will correct you when necessary. So you can see that this is here. So the Google Docs is basically to type documents. So if your boss wants you to type a document for him, it's just for you to type it here, blah 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 and all of that. So once you are done, you click on this, and then of course you can see that it's showing on title. So you have to name it and name it anything, and then click on OK. And then once it's like this, you can click on this, and then put the person's email and send it directly to him. I've been showing you that, no time to waste. And then you can click here. You can see that you can duplicate this. You can see all the things that you can do here. You can count all the words. So if you wanted to write a document that is up to 2,000 words, or let's say 1,000 words, most times it's rare for people to tell you like that. But for a content writer, if you're writing for any clients, you always want you to count words. So if you write all this to know how many words that the whole document has, you click on word count, and you can see that the word count is just 3 characters, 33. You can see all this is just 1, 2, 3. So you can see. So that is it. So that's how to do it. Now for me, let me come back, and then this is the file. So if I click on this three dotted line with it again, I can now see that I can copy the link. I can manage access. Remember, if you are copying a link to send to anybody, ensure please that you give the person access. All right, ensure that you click here and put the link on everyone to see the link. Download it. You can see everything here. So that's that for Google Docs. So that's how you'll be doing. Click on it, copy the link, upload everything, and send to me. So you don't need to complain that you don't have Microsoft Word. You have it on your phone already. So that is that. So the last particular app that we have is a Google Form. So this thing here is Google Form. Let me click on it. Google Form is something that now, for example, you people, some of my students that are in my group, all of you here, most of you are in my group. So I actually, when you were joining, I sent a form that you can send me your name so that at the end of the day we'll give you certificates. Some of you feel that I have a lot of your information. Of course, you are going to be using it to give you certificate. So how do I create that particular form? Is using Google Form. So why are you suppose, or why are we talking about it as a virtual assistant? The reason is because I was talking about you being a proactive virtual assistant yesterday in the class of yesterday, right? So what you need to do is that to resume work, you can actually create a form and ask your boss some questions and ask him, oh, what do you want me to do for you? What do you want me to do for you? Or this week, what will it look like? And all of that. And then when I'm teaching you how to plan travel arrangement, I will also let you know that creating a Google form is very important, because that is what you need to send to your boss to get information. You are not asking me through WhatsApp. This is not all this. I said a virtual assistant is a professional who knows how to use professional tools. So this is how to do it. All right. So the only everything that you need to collate data, you need Google Form to do it. And now let me do it so that you see how I'm doing it. Now let me say I want to create a form, that particular form that you collect your name and your certificate. So all I have to do is click on new form. That is new form. I can see untitled. So I will have to untitle it, and I have to untitle it, and I'll put VA with ETA cohort, for example. And then I will just tell you, give me kindly give us your name. Then just write some damning stuff there. Then this one here, I'll put this untitled question here. I'll just let's like this, and I'll now put name. So under this name, what I will do is that this short answer here is good. So I'll just click on short answer. You can see when I click on that short answer, there are a lot of these things. So I want only name. Name is just one line. So I put it on short answer. Assuming I want to, like at the end of this class, I'm going to tell you to tell me about the class. I'm going to put it on paragraph, and I'm going to ask you to tell me thank you, or maybe tell me how was the class. That one you have to express yourself. So I have to put it on paragraph for you to write plenty. All right. But it's only name. So we'll put it on short, and then we'll come here. You can see I'll put this is compulsory. And then once I'm done, I'll now click this icon here. You're seeing here to duplicate the form. Once I duplicate the form, I'll now change this. All right, so I was sorry. So I'll now change this to your email, and then your email. So when everything is done, email is still one line. So I'll now click this and then change it to let's say phone number and all of that. So if we are done, that means that this form is done. But I want you to understand something. Let me click here. Now, let me click here and show you something. You have multiple choice. There's a form where you want people to be choosing either it's A or B, or it's either only one. You can put it on multiple choice and write the answers. Then if you check boxes where you want to check things, you have been seeing some of these form. This is how to create it. Then you can upload a folder, a file, something like that. Like you used to apply for jobs, they will tell you upload your folder. So to give a room for people to upload their pictures or their documents or their CV, you can put it on file upload so that the person who is filling the form can upload a file. All right. So just try to do all these practicals. All right. And then we have linear scale ratings. Maybe I may ask you to rate my performance as I'm teaching you. You can rate me. So tell me in the comment section, how am I doing? Good? Are you understanding? If you're not understanding, where do you have issues so that I can actually help you? So tell me in the comment section now, please. Thank you. And then you can see all of them. You can want to put dates and all of this. So this is how to do it. And then when you are done, you can now please ensure that you name it. So I can now click on title here, and it's already named with the first thing that was here. So that I like that, and I'm going to leave it. So I'm going to click on um I'm going to click on publish and then say publish with anyone with a link to see it. Yes, I click on this, and then of course the form has been created. So let me click it again. Sorry, let me click it again, and then let me see. Click published, and then copy link response, and then click on the link, and they can now copy the link. So let me copy this link and check and fill it and see. So if I can click on this now, I can click on this. Can see that the link is here. Let me just click on copy link, please. It's only copy link I want. You're supposed to click here, it will be copied. Now this, okay, like okay, the link is showing. So the link is too long. It's showing me I can shorten the link. So I'll just click on shorten link, and the link will be automatically shortened. Then I'll copy the link. So when I've copied the link, let me go to a new tab, then press the link here, and then click on send. And then this is the link. So let me just fill my information. Phone number is what is first. So just put for 090926329110. Then my name is Dennis. Then the email address is fmddennis. Then once we are done, I click on submit, and it can show that responses has been submitted. So now let me go back and check that information now. So this is the form, right? So you can see that we now have one responses here, right? Well, I now have one response. If I click on it, you can now see that we have one person. The response of that person is 090. The person's name is Dennis, and then this is the person's email. You can see that, you can see it from the back end. So when you create a form like this, send to people, they fill, you come back to responses. This is where you get all the information. You can come here to see specific information for different people, and then for a different individual, just like that. So that is how to do this. All right, so we are done with Google form. And then let me see if there's any tool I did not touch here. I actually touched all of them. So these are Google Workspace tools, and we have come to the conclusion of them. I'm sorry that the video was long, but I did justice to all of them. Now your assignment is simple. From all the apps I've been doing, kindly follow me step by step and do all of them. Screenshot them and send to the group. That is your class. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Please help me subscribe to the channel. I will appreciate that. God bless.